I got to get to it. I tried to avoid it. I failed. There's this video of white women in their, I don't know, anywhere from, say, their late teens to their mid-20s, dancing around at a gas station for some reason to some modern music. And they've got, well, just take it away. Okay, the women are dancing. They're not particularly scantily clad. I mean, the clothing's a little tight, but it's not, they're not belly dancing exactly. I don't know. They've got their Stanley cups and they're wearing sweatshirts. And it's not like exactly that they're bumping and grinding. There aren't any men there. They're jiggling in a way that's not quite a waltz, but okay, they're doing this. And what? What the red pill bros are saying, and even some of the really hardcore traditionalists, I'm fairly traditionalist myself, but some of these people, they're saying that this is degenerate, that they're dancing to modern, filthy, degenerate rap music. They're jiggling around in a way that is debased and degrading. This is a sort of a primitive sexual mating dance, that it's grotesque, it's repulsive. Why would any self-respecting man ever want to even look at those women? Okay, that's on one side of the debate. Then on the other side of the debate, you have people saying, and probably they are a little more accurate here. The other side of the debate is saying, hey, they're just some women having fun. It's not, it's not that big a deal. But even some of them will go further. They'll say this is good. There's nothing questionable whatsoever about this. It's totally, it's empowering and it's great. And I don't know. I guess I'm probably closer to the latter category on this particular issue, but I'm somewhere in the middle because I recognize, as Plato recognized, that music cuts directly into our soul. So it surpasses the reason, and music that is very percussive, music that has a real driving beat that can make you irrational. It's just like any nightclub, right? That's why nightclubs are all just like it's because it just gets you kind of moving and not thinking too much. Because if people were conscious and rational at nightclubs, they just wouldn't do any of the things that they do there. So yeah, that's a fear. It isn't the most attractive thing. Like if I stumbled onto this scene, my first instinct wouldn't be to just go and sweep one of those women off their feet. It's fine. I'm not saying I would hate it. I'd start vomiting or something. But I don't find it the most attractive. But you know where I really land on all of this? I'm basically on the side of the women. If they want to jiggle around at a gas station, there are worse things to do these days. I basically come down on the side of St. Thomas Aquinas. You'll be shocked to hear. Who writes in the Summa Theologiae that human laws do not forbid all vices. Let's say for a second that this kind of dancing, it's not the best. It's not the best kind of music. It's not the most elevated kind of dancing. It's not the most conducive to human flourishing and a happy society. But it's not. Come on, man. They're not like shooting up fentanyl here, okay? They're just kind of doing a silly, goofy little dance on camera. St. Thomas Aquinas reminds us, human laws do not forbid all vices from which the virtuous abstain, but only the more grievous vices from which it is possible for the majority to abstain. Chiefly those that are to the hurt of others, without the prohibition of which human society could not be maintained. Thus, human law prohibits murder, theft, and such like. The purpose of human law is to lead men to virtue, not suddenly but gradually. There's so much contained in the wisdom of St. Thomas Aquinas here. Right now, go to genucel.com/KnowlesYT. Whether you have 3 minutes this morning or 30 minutes, with Genucel, you can keep your face wrinkle-free. A great place to start is their new Gen 90 instant wrinkle treatment from Genucel. Gen 90 instantly reduces the appearance of wrinkles anywhere you use it, around the eyes, laugh lines, and even the chin. It starts working in seconds. Genucel's technology is luxurious, nourishing, and silk smooth. There is a reason Genucel has 400% more customer loyalty than other skincare brands. Also, try Genucel's XV, a collagen builder moisturizer with vitamin C and hyaluronic acid in a pure natural base for stunning results day after day. Right now, Gen 90 and XV are included in their bestseller package, on sale now. Make your fine lines and wrinkles disappear wherever they are and before you even leave the room. Order right now at genucel.com/Knowles, Knowles, letter Y, letter T. Our listeners will also get a free beauty box, a deep firming serum, free shipping on all orders while supplies last. That is genucel.com/Knowles, letter Y, letter T. He starts off, St. Thomas Aquinas reacting to this goofy little video of white women dancing with their Stanley Cups. He says, look, red pill bros, you don't need to come down so hard on this. Okay, human law, hey, listen, guys, maybe it's kind of a vice. But this is not the sort of vice, jiggling around with a Stanley Cup. It's not the sort of vice that human law really has to protect. And so then all the libs and the libertarians, they'll say, yeah, that's right. I'm so glad that you're on our side, St. Thomas Aquinas. The point of law is not to curb vice. And he says, whoa, hold up, liberals and libertarians. Actually, that is the point of law. The point of law is to lead people to virtue, and the point of law is to curb vice. And so then the red pill guys and the ultra super duper trads, they say, yeah, that's right. Thomas Aquinas is on our side. But he says, whoa, hold on, guys. Gradually, not suddenly. You don't just ban everything immediately like you're in some Middle Eastern country where they chop your head off if you show your ankle. No, you do it gradually, then suddenly. He goes on. Wherefore, it does not lay upon the multitude of imperfect men the burdens of those who are already virtuous, that they should abstain from all evil. So this is really important because if you've cultivated any bit of virtue, you'll notice that it's easier to do virtuous things and it's easier to avoid falling into vice. But if you haven't cultivated any virtue, if you're still mired in vice, then it's really, really hard to pull yourself out. It's just like any kind of addiction to drugs or to pornography or to jiggling around on social media with a Stanley Cup. So it's very hard, and the law has to be accommodating of that. And why? Why does the law have to be accommodating? At this point, it's the libs and the libertarians saying, yeah, you're on our side, St. Thomas Aquinas. But he's saying, no. It has to be accommodating, not because there's some right to do any of these things, but because otherwise, quote, these imperfect ones being unable to bear such precepts would break out into yet greater evils. So if you clamp down too hard, too suddenly, on all these sorts of little vices, and where people are not prepared for them, they're just going to crack and they're going to go totally nuts. We all can think about this in families. We either have come from a family like this or we know families like this, where the parents were so super duper strict, and maybe they didn't used to be strict, but they got super strict over time, that the kids rebel against that. And the kids go way crazier than in the families that had a little bit of a lighter touch on things, that were a little bit more agile in responding to the development of the children. And then Thomas Aquinas concludes here, says, human law does not prohibit everything that is forbidden by the natural law. What does that mean for the jiggling white girls? It means if their goal is to attract a man, this probably is not going to be the most effective way to do it. It's not the most attractive thing a woman could do. If the goal here is to just blow off some steam and have some fun, there are actually probably more fun ways to have fun than dancing around to this bad music at a gas station. But relative to the culture we're living in today, where we're chopping off little kids' genitals and there's all sorts of weird like satanic orgies going on, and we have like creepy pedo island down there in the Caribbean, and just this ugly people don't even know the words that they're using anymore, and we live in a culture of like Doja Cat and Lil Nas X in popular music pretending to copulate with the very devil himself. In that kind of culture, the white girls with the Stanley Cups dancing around in sweatshirts at the gas station, it's probably okay. It's probably okay, all right? Call me a squish. Call me and St. Thomas Aquinas a squish, if you dare. That was a good clip, and I think we all agree on that. So that's why you should ring the bell, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.